Yo, 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 yo. Just trying out a new mic, guys. Can you guys hear me? Let's see, check, 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 check. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me? Tune in there. Tell me where you're tuning in from. If you can hear me there. What do we got? What do we got? We got Pierre. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. Pierre, can you hear my mic coming through? Is it coming through clearly? Yes or no? Chris Nappa. Hello, hello. What do we got? What do we got? Can you hear me, guys? A simple yes or no will do. A simple yes or no. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, great, great. Okay, guys. So first of all, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Darren Little. I'm tuning in from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Let me know where you are tuning in from today. Where are you tuning in from? We got Chris Nappa. We've got Chrissy. Yes, she can hear perfectly. Awesome. Awesome. We got Michael Mansell. Welcome, sir. Great to see you here, brother. We've got Jeff Niquette tuning in from the USA. We've got live from New Jersey. Awesome. Aaron Fletcher, welcome live from Australia. Hear you loud and clear. Awesome. I'm just trying this new mic, guys. This is a Apogee. It's an Apogee mic. Okay. And I am doing some testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, who do we got? Yes, Chris Nappa, Ohio. We got Angeline. Yes, we can hear you. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. Minnesota is tuning in the house. I love you guys. Good. Yes, we got New Jersey. Good to see you, Darren. Awesome. Michael, appreciate you, bro. You always put out great value and content. I really appreciate your leadership. You're awesome. Live from New York, loud and clear. Okay, guys, so I want to talk to you today about what is better, okay? What is better, 4 streams of income or 1 stream of income, okay? Now, I'm going to share this with you from my own personal experience over the last 3 decades of being in various different MLM companies and direct sales companies, but I've had a couple of times, okay, on the path where I basically woke up one day and boom, my check went up in smoke. Okay, literally, like kaboom, and it was gone. And when you're in a position where you're used to a lifestyle of $20,000 a month or higher, and all of a sudden you wake up and your income is completely imploded, right? Because the company has gone under, or something's happened. It's normally something that happens with the management team, truth be known, okay? So especially when companies start making a lot of money, the higher ups within the CEO, the vice president, the higher echelon, or the partners, they get into some sort of a fight on what direction the company is going to go into. And a lot of times it ends up in some sort of a lawsuit and the thing literally goes up in smoke, okay? And they're so busy fighting over who's gonna get what that the affiliates and the distributors suffer. And when your income is dependent on the company to be able to pay you, right? Because they have to have an infrastructure to be able to support, right? Whether that's their staff, their overhead, their expenses, and then they keep in mind they've got to do all the manufacturing and shipping and packaging and everything else, right? So that was actually one of the reasons that sort of bridged me over into affiliate marketing. And truth be known, I'll tell you what it was. And if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend that you read this book, okay? It's by Mike Dillard, and it's called Magnetic Sponsoring. And that book completely, totally changed every aspect of my thinking and every aspect of what I really believed to be residual income, okay? Because here, I'm glad that I had some really good millionaire mentors when I was in my early 20s. And what they said to me is they kind of gave it to me straight. They said, Darren, if you recruit 100 people into an MLM company, and at the end of your first year, you have 10, okay, 10 left of the originals, you're doing really good. Like, you should give yourself like standing ovation if you've got 10 people left at the end of the first year from 100, okay? What they typically don't talk about in network marketing companies is something that I call the fuse, okay? The fuse. And if you've ever, had a firecracker and you light it and you watch that fuse burn, that's what happens with something called attrition, okay? So typically, once you get the whole concept on the front end, you come in strong with a bam, with a campaign to be able to get a huge amount of front end inertia, like a snowball, so that it keeps on going. Okay. Now, for the masses, I'm talking about for the masses here. Okay. People that, are making the top 200, friends and family, blah, 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 and they're going out and pitching their deal. There's typically not enough momentum here on the front end to handle the fuse. Okay. So it's typically going to be 10% per month that the fuse is going to burn as you're moving forward. Now, I'm glad that my millionaire mentors told me about this. Okay. Because I was going in knowing how the industry works. So there was no big surprises. It wasn't like they painted this picture of some, dream life for me. They gave it to me straight. They said, my millionaire mentor said these words to me, and I encourage you to listen to what I'm going to say in this next little bit. They said, Darren, let me ask you a question. If you knew that in your first year in our industry, you were going to make no money at all, okay, no money, you were going to get educated, you were going to understand the business model, and you were going to master it. And then the second year, you were going to make a little bit of money. Okay. By the third year, you were going to be able to replace your income. And by the fourth year, you were going to double or triple your income. And in your fifth year, you were never, ever going to have to worry about money ever again. Would you do it? I said, absolutely, I would do it. They said, you're going to do great in this industry. Okay. That's what they said to me when I first started. So they kind of like prepped me that it was going to be a journey. It was going to be a lot of hard work. It was going to be a lot of personal sacrifice. And they said, Darren, our industry really is about personal development. It's really a leadership business model. And the journey is to the stage. The journey is to be the presenter. The journey is to be the person with the message. So that was kind of like my core driver. Like, I was like, oh, I want to get to the stage. I want to get to the stage, right? Can I do a presentation? Can I do a presentation? Right. And they said, you can do a presentation once you have a story to tell, right? It has to be something to do with results. So it could be number of recruits that you've brought in. It could be amount of income that you've made. It could be your residual. It could be the team duplication, but it has to be a story in order for you to get to the stage. And I said, okay, cool. So what do I got to do? And they said, go recruit a team. And that's what I did. I went and recruited a team. And the first month coming right out of the gate, because I was just so driven and hungry, I did $40,000 in sales of my first month and became car qualified. And they said, okay, Darren, you can be a presenter. You can be a presenter. And I said, awesome. I love it. Right. Let's do this. So, but my point being here, guys, is that Mike Dillard's magnetic sponsoring completely, totally changed my whole perception on things, because in that book, Mike talks about kind of this illusion of residual income. And in the event that you're not actively leading or actively participating in the growth of the business, people typically follow the leader. They follow leadership. And it's kind of like, the speed of the leader is the speed of the group. Okay, so if the leader's blazing a trail forward and just going and bam and recruiting and an income story and leading by results, the team typically follows with the leader. In the event that the leader all of a sudden is on vacation constantly, everybody typically goes on vacation and the residual income goes, right? And the whole thing starts to fall apart. So what Mike was mentioning in his thing is he said what bridged him over to another level of big income. I mean, I don't even know how much money the guy's made. Back in the day, I think it was already at like 12, 15 million. He's probably 20, 30, 40, 50 million or more with the stuff that he's done. The guy's amazing, okay? If you have not read this book, I highly recommend that you read the book called Magnetic Sponsoring by Mike Dillard. Okay, totally changed my life. So what he was talking about was being able to find a problem. Okay, so you got this huge marketplace where 97 out of every 100 people that are in it are failing, and in the event that you have the solution to their pain. And it's typically going to be how to on something, how to generate leads on Facebook, how to market on TikTok, how to master Instagram, how to generate leads and close deals on LinkedIn, right? How to rank your videos on YouTube, whatever, right? So it's typically problem-solving driven type of information products, but the difference is that when you sell the particular product, you get paid the same day that you make the sale. So there's no payment delay. So typically, if you get involved with any type of an MLM company on day one, there's typically a delay of, it's normally around 6 weeks, okay? It could be longer. When you get into some of the higher ticket products, sometimes they delay as long as 3 months. So because they want to take into account that there could be some chargebacks, okay? And the company doesn't want to be liable to take the hit after they've paid you out the commission. So you sell whatever the thing is, and then somebody does a chargeback, and then they want to be able to account for that so that they're not paying the commissions and then they take the hit for the chargeback. It's pretty common in the industry, in the MLM, and also in when you get up into higher ticket product companies as well. Okay, unless the people are paying by cryptocurrency, and then there's no way that they can charge it back, right? But my point being is that the cool thing about this thing, and I'll share this with you. Almost every 7-figure income earner that I personally know, and 8-figure income earner, they typically have information or affiliate products here on the front end that fund their marketing campaigns, that funds their event tickets, their airfare, their accommodations, their graphics, their everything that is basically the core of their business. And in essence, what they can do is they can build their list of qualified buyers for free, and a lot of times at a profit margin, right, as they build their MLM company on the back end, right? So, oh, that's my phone. So basically, this strategy, this formula, totally changed everything for me. It started off with Mike Dillard's book, Magnetic Sponsoring, and then I started to actually implement it. So people always say to me, they say, Darren, can you let me know when there's something that you have coming out, right? So that we can be on the front end and get the momentum of the thing when it takes off, right? Everybody says like, oh, let me know when your next thing is coming out, right? What I want to find out about it first. So typically what I do is I go out and do test marketing, okay? So in the event that you're working with leaders that really understand this business model, typically what they do is they go out and they test a bunch of things and they get data, okay? So they'll test a bunch of different stories, they'll test a bunch of different images, they'll test different emails, And once the data comes back, and when I say data, I'm talking about results. And then they take those results and they bring them to the people on their team. And they say, okay, here's the campaign that I rolled out, and here's the results. And here's what we're going to do as we move forward into the campaign. Okay. So I just finished doing that. Okay. So I ran a campaign, and the campaign is called The Next Big Thing. Okay. And the interesting thing about this particular situation is that the company itself, it has a 6-year track record. So it's not some brand new thing, but they've done a complete revamp, and they've put together a new high converting video sales letter funnel. And in amongst their entry points, there's 4. So through one sales funnel, it generates 4 different streams of income from 100, 250, 500, and 1,000. Okay. And that now becomes a funding mechanism for your marketing and advertising budget. And it builds your list of qualified buyers for free and at a profit. Now, the first time that we did a test market campaign on this, myself and my business partner, Ari, in 35 days, it generated $240,000 in profit. Okay. So there's already test data. So I did a little test, right? And in 12 days, it generated $13,400. Okay. To keep in mind, this is all without any paid marketing at all. Okay. I didn't run no paid traffic, no Facebook ads, nothing. This is complete organic testing, right? That we get. Now we take that data, and now we roll out an actual campaign. Okay. Now on Wednesday night of this week is going to be the actual compression point where it goes bam, right? And that's when it goes into momentum. And the same formula, the same strategy, just so you know, works for any MLM. Okay, this particular formula that myself and my business partner teach, it's one of the reasons why people as young as 17 years old have made $50,000 in 6 weeks. And why people can get into momentum so quickly is because they're just piggybacking off of the 7-figure formula. So we, as an example, have this is really weird. StreamYard has not lost access. I got all these messages popping up here. Can you guys still hear me? Did I lose you guys? Anyway, so if I've lost you, then I don't know what the heck is. Let me just check here real quick. Somebody tune in and tell me if you've lost me. Can you guys still hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. What the heck? I don't know what happened. I got drilled. I'm just going to keep on going, and then we'll see what happens after that. But anyway, so Wednesday night, guys, I am doing what's called a launch event. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be interviewing the owner, of this particular company. And you're going to actually hear from a number of my students that have implemented this particular formula. Now, this formula, guys, just so you know, has helped brand new newbies in their MLMs go directly into the top 10 on the leaderboards that have never known how to market. They never knew anything about marketing. And by implementing this strategy, they've been able to go directly to the top, okay? Directly to the top. So in the event that you want to piggyback off the campaign, reach out to me, send me a message and say, Darren, I'm interested in taking a look behind the scenes prior to anybody else finding out what's going on here, so that you can piggyback off this campaign, so that you can come out of the gate and bam, right? Go right into massive momentum. And what's cool about this, guys, is that there's no guesswork here. Literally, what we do is we tell you the exact strategy that we personally use. We show you the data, and then we show you what to actually say to people line by line if you get incoming inquiries. And it's a phenomenon. This is the reason why these people go to the top so fast, is that they're just piggybacking off of a 7-figure formula. Okay, so let's see who we got here. Let's see who we got. I don't even know if you guys are still there because I got all these exclamation marks and stuff. We got South Bend, Indiana. Welcome, welcome. Johnny, good to see you here. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate you and your leadership. Awesome. Michael, appreciate you, bro. California tuning in live. Fernando, how are you? Good to see you here. Live from Atlanta. That's why you really need to work qualified people. It's the Friends for Life program. Absolutely. Who's the author of the book again, Magnetic Sponsoring? It's Mike Dillard. Okay, Mike Dillard. A little blank from Mark. I will definitely buy the book by Mike Dillard. He has a couple that I recommend. One is Magnetic Sponsoring, and the other one, if you're looking to really take your vision to the next level, it's called Building on a Budget. Okay, and I'll tell you the one thing in that book that totally changed the game for me. Mike said in the book, he said most people, they have a vision of making $10,000 a month. It's the most common, spoken of number when I ask somebody, so, tell me about your vision. What kind of a monthly income are you looking to generate per month? And they say, Darren, I want to make $10,000 a month. Okay. The shift that what Mike said to me is, he said, instead of thinking about making $10,000 a month, you should be thinking about spending $10,000 a month on your marketing campaign. And when I read this, it was literally like, as I was reading this paragraph, something in my brain shifted and just went into an expansion mode. And I was like, whoa, now we're talking, right? That's really what this is all about. Now, I want you to keep this in mind, because my son, who's 20 years old, just in the month of December did $1.8 million in sales on Shopify. Okay. But he was spending like huge money, guys, on marketing and advertising on Facebook ads. Okay. Like big money. Sometimes he was spending like, $30,000 in a single day on Facebook ads. So, it's all relative. I think in that particular month, he made about $300,000, and then his business partner made about $300,000 as well. It may have been a little bit more than that, because it was about 32% between 32 and 33% of 1.8 million. Okay. So, but people don't take into account, they see these big numbers. A lot of times you see people talk about these big numbers, but what they don't talk about is how much money they're actually spending on advertising. Okay. Okay. Angeline says, I've heard of magnetic sponsoring. Excellent. Got it. Mike Dillard, major selling points. Cool. My battery is dying. I'll have to watch the replay. Cool. I love how he speaks about stepping into our pre-alpha to alpha stage. Cool. He's just a phenomenal leader. Okay. Hey, Daniel, how are you? I hope your health is going well, brother. I saw you were in some hospital scare there for a while. Hope you're doing okay. Stephen, how are you, sir? Good to see you back. So, guys, here's the scoop. Wednesday night, I don't even know if you guys can see me anymore, quite frankly. I've got YouTube. It looks like YouTube is still barreling forward live here, but I'm broadcasting right now on my wall, Quantum Millionaires, Fast Track, or my fan page, and also onto Black Ops. Okay, so right now I'm in five locations. But here's what's happening. Okay, so my original question to you is: 4 income streams better than 1? okay? Is 4 income streams better than 1? Here's the interesting thing that I'm going to tell you about this. When your prospects are going to one sales funnel that can produce 4 different income streams for you, and a situation where you also have an infinite number of pass-ups for qualifying through your entire team, I'm telling you guys, this creates an incredible funding mechanism for your marketing and advertising campaign for any company. Doesn't matter what you're marketing, guys, truth be known. I'm talking about any type of direct sales, network marketing, MLM, doesn't matter. This process of being able to, it's kind of in a way like a self-liquidating funnel. That means you're sending traffic to a funnel, but the funnel's paying you the money back and profiting you enough that it can fund the rest of your business. And it's phenomenal. Okay. So in the event that you want to be able to piggyback off this campaign, reach out to me and say, Darren, I want to piggyback. Let's rock this. I can tell you we have test data right now of 35 days and $240,000 in profit on the first rollout. And now we're moving into the second one with this new VSL. So guys, thanks a lot for joining me on this exclusive and private broadcast today. I don't know if you can even see this. I got exclamation marks on about 4 of these things right now. It is still broadcasting on YouTube, but I appreciate you. I appreciate your time, and let's go get it. Have a good one. All the best.